Good morning. You're watching PA Harness Week. I'm Mrs. Sharla McBride, just back from my wedding and honeymoon, and excited to be back on your television sets, bringing you the best highlights from across the Northeast in harness racing. Of course, we won't have highlights this weekend from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs because of the Oktoberfest that's going on behind me, but here's what you can expect to see in this next half hour. The PA Sire Stakes was front and center at Harrah's Philadelphia, and we've got all the action for you. Plus, we'll head to Mohawk to see the Hamiltonian winner, Royalty for Life, in the Canadian Trotting Classic. And I'll catch up with driver Eric Carlson. Plus, Kelly Connors tells us how we can get Breeders' Crown tickets for October 19th's big event. It's racing's fastest paced half hour, and it all starts right now on Comcast Sportsnet.
There they go.
Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily.
Underway.
Starting fast outside here is Brent Messenger to the early. Five and four the halftime. Just over 3 to go. At the top of the stretch.
Well, hello there, you, and welcome to another installment of Pahawi. Sound plenty bad, Kimasabi. No, actually, Tonto, it's quite good. Well, you know, it's what they say, with a schizophrenic, you're never alone. And aside from the masked man and his Indian friend, I am here with my partner, Heather Vitale, and just the four of us are going to be bringing you PA Harness Week today. Hi, babe.
Hi, the four of us.
Yeah, the masked man, his Indian companion, you, and me.
Oh, okay. That sounds great.
All right, good stuff. All right, as promised, we have races. We have 4 PA Sire Stake races, 2 paces, 2 trots, $260,000 on the line in each heat, which of course ain't chopped liver, and Heather's got the first one for you.
I do. It's 2-year-old pacing fillies here. Number 1 is Galley by the Beach. She's the favorite, made the most money this year with over $200,000. Also, she has the fastest mark of 152. Number 6 is Tyra. She's second choice. She's 2-1. She's won 5 out of 6 starts already this year, and she's trained by like a totally amazing woman. Her name is Joanne Looney King.
Oh, I've heard
and she
of her.
happens to be my mom, so I'm a little bit biased.
I knew I heard of her.
The rest are long shots in here.
Tyra's pushing the pace right now. Galley by the Beach, the 1-2 favorite, floats wide from third as Tyra takes charge past a 26-3 first quarter mile. Passing us on the first occasion, Galley by the Beach takes over, putting a length and a half on Tyra with a circuit to go. Southwind Silence has been relegated to third. Beachbody is first over and gaining at the flank of one Jazzy Lady. They're 4.5 lengths from the lead. Talkative is second over with 6 to make up. Pushing past also Encouraging, and Sister Stroll vacates the pegs from the back of the pack. Only 7 lengths would cover the lot as Galley by the Beach hits the half in 55-1. Across the bridge onto the backstretch, Galley by the Beach extends her advantage to nearly 2 from Tyra in second. And Southwind Silence has been locked in by the first over Beachbody with 3/8 to go. Beachbody flattened out just a bit, 3.5 lengths from the lead. One Jazzy Lady's buried in traffic with Talkative to her outside and 5.5 from the front. Also Encouraging's a length away at the pegs, and Sister Stroll's tailing off some at the rear of the field. 3/4, 123-3, and Galley by the Beach is tackled now by Tyra. They're 2 clear of Southwind Silence, who's staying on okay in third, and the pressure's on Galley by the Beach at the 8th pole. Galley by the Beach, a half length in front. Tyra's trying to chase her down, but fully extended, and Southwind Silence is rallying 2 up the open stretch and now taking over. Southwind Silence scores by a length.
Tyra worked really hard to get the front, but then, of course, lets the favorite go, Galley by the Beach. Meanwhile, Southwind Silence is just stalking those 2 girls there because she's sitting in the 3-hole. Coming around the last turn, this is kind of like a 3-lady pace. Southwind Silence comes up the passing lane. She wins in 152-2. That actually takes 2 seconds off of her lifetime best. Just super. I mean, these are freshman fillies. These are 2-year-old girls here. Yannick Gingras driving, $33.80. Payoff, yes, for trainer Ron Burke. Galley by the Beach was second. Tyra, she ended up third. Congratulations, Mommy.
And my exacta came in 4-1. Paid a lot of money, with Yannick paying $33. Again, Yannick Gingras should not pay $33 on a Billy Goat. Okay.
You always say that, but can I just, mention something?
What, Billy Goat Racing? Where do they have that?
No. we have such an amazing colony of drivers at Harrah's, Philadelphia.
Oh, the best.
So, like, nobody should pay $33.80. We have, like, the best drivers here.
You may be right. Okay, next race. It is the 10th two-year-old trotting fillies in the spotlight. Number 3, Designed to Be, which sounds like an incomplete thought, but the horse is totally complete. With Andy Miller was the slight 8-5 chalk. Number 7, Lifetime Pursuit was 9-5 with Yannick Gingras. Number 8, Cooler Schooner. A few weeks ago went 151-3 at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs, the fastest mile by a 2-year-old of either sex on any planet in history of life.
Yep.
Okay? He went off 5-2 with John Campbell, and here's the call.
Juniata Hanover shows the most speed from the center of the racetrack, flanked by a Perfect Gem and Lifetime Pursuit. Cooler Schooner's up in the firing line, but caught in the forepath as they move into the first turn. And no one's giving in these early stages. A Perfect Gem pushed through up the near side, but Cooler Schooner past the apex of the first turn takes over by a length and a half. A Perfect Gem will settle into the pocket, and Lifetime Pursuits ease back into third. Juniata Hanover's in the 4th position after leaving strongly. She's 5 lengths off the lead and 2 clear of Designed to Be in the 5th position. They're followed by Struck by Lindy, who's 5 clear of Global Magic and far back last. Broadway Sox faltered in the early stages and is well detached through a 27-second first quarter. Cooler Schooner is setting blistering fractions here, leading by a length and 3/4 over Marcus Miller and a Perfect Gem. Lifetime Pursuit is still just 3.5 lengths off the lead through a 55 2/2 mile with Juniata Hanover and Designed to Be in the mid-division, and they both float wide as they arrive in the backstretch. That gives Struck by Lindy room to save ground, still just 6 lengths off the lead. It's 8 farther back to Global Magic, and 12 off last is Broadway Sox. They've got 5/16 to go, and Cooler Schooner remains the one to catch. She's a length and a half in front of a Perfect Gem, who's enjoying a perfect pocket trip. Juniata Hanover advances, while first over to be a joint second, and Designed to Be's cut loose on the far turn. She's moving 3 wide. She's taken second, and she's taking aim on Cooler Schooner in the shadow of the 8th pole. Designed to Be's taken the lead. Struck by Lindy's trying to re-rally. Moving to the grandstand side up into a joint second, but Designed to Be is now 4 lengths clear.
Designed to Be got away 5th before Andy Miller got her on the outside flow, following the cover of Juniata Hanover before exploding off cover. I like the way he did that, exploding off cover, and winning by 5. That's right, a handful in 154-3. Number 2, a Perfect Gem off at 19-1 with Marcus Miller for his dad, Irv Miller, was second. Number 6, Struck by Lindy, which sounds painful, but it was an 18-1 outsider with Dave Miller, got third. Cooler Schooner cut the mile before hitting the same wall as Lifetime Pursuit, both of them finishing in a different time zone. We don't know. That happens sometimes with 2-year-olds. They're kind of unpredictable. What about the size, Heather, of 2-year-olds? Now, we hear 2-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 4-year-olds. A 2-year-old is going to be a lot smaller than a 3 and a 4?
Well, yeah, 2-year-olds, a lot of times they really blossom when they take that time off, especially with the stakes horses. They do stake season, and then they have time off, and then a lot of times they end up growing, and then they're a lot bigger when they're in their 3-year-old year. A lot of times you'll see 2-year-olds, they'll race a few times, and then the trainer just decides, you know what, they're not completely developed yet. We're going to wait a little bit and then really show it to them when they're 3.
Unlike human beings, you hear sometimes the trainer will say, well, he packed on another 150 pounds and he looks very healthy.
Yeah.
Doesn't work the same way with humans,
No.
All right, stick around when we come back. More $260,000 Pennsylvania Sire Stake action is in your future. Voila, don't go away.
Tim Tetrick and Don Dorado lead Monte Cristo Spur by a length and 3/4.
Feel the action. Get a taste of victory. Spice things up. And play to win. Mohegan Sun, off-track wagering. Allentown, Carbondale, East Stroudsburg. Always leave happy.
Hi there, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. She's Heather, I'm Steve, and as promised, more Pennsylvania Sire Stake action with 2-year-olds in the spotlight. And again, remember, these are the future stars of the sport. So remember these names, okay? Heather's got race 11 on Sunday from Harrah's Philly for your viewing pleasure.
Again, the purse is $260,000 with this Pennsylvania Sire Stakes finals that we're showing you today. Number 3 is Exodus Hanover, getting the most support, richest in the group, and has had 6 out of 8 wins. Or I'm sorry, 6 wins out of 8 starts this year.
6 wins out of 8 starts
Okay, number
this
2
year.
is Don Dorado. Second choice, loves this track. Really impressive on this track in Pennsylvania Sire Stakes competition. Number 1 is Monte Cristo Spur. He's a long shot, but I wanted to mention him because he's trained and driven by Dick Stillings, and Dick Stillings just got on the Hall of Fame this past July. So congratulations, Mr. Stillings.
Don Dorado leads Monte Cristo Spur by a length and a half. It's 3 back to Exodus Hanover in third through a 27-1 first quarter. Passing us on the first occasion, Tim Tetrick and Don Dorado lead Monte Cristo Spur by a length and 3/4. 2 more to Exodus Hanover. The 4 to 5 favorites moving a much closer third as they head to the bridge turn. And Exodus Hanover is going to be forced wide as Amped Up Hanover floated wide to flush cover. He's now second over with just 4.5 lengths to make up. They're followed by Auspicious Hanover, SJ's Encore, and Keystone Wasabi's at the back of the main group. These 7 covered by 10 lengths, and far back last remains Uva Hanover. 57 seconds flat for the half mile. They straighten away up the backstretch, and Don Dorado was able to get 2.5 length separation from Monte Cristo Spur. Exodus Hanover is first over and a half length out of second, going just at that 1 pace right now. Amped Up Hanover ducked back to the pegs to save some ground, 3.5 from the lead. 2 more to Auspicious Hanover, who's 6 better than SJ's Encore and Keystone Wasabi, and Don Dorado hit 3/4 in 125 and 2, 3/16 to go. Don Dorado's lead's been cut to a length and a half. Exodus Hanover's digging in to find more wide of Monte Cristo Spur. They're a joint second at the 8th pole. Auspicious Hanover's going to hook to the grandstand side. Amped Up Hanover is bottled up with trot down to the 150. Don Dorado's called upon for everything he's got. Monte Cristo Spur giving chase, so too Exodus Hanover without wide. Auspicious Hanover, Don Dorado.
Never an anxious moment for Don Dorado with Tim Tetrick driving. It's a gate-to-wire victory, 156 and 2. The youngins trained by Robert Baggett Jr. When I say youngin, I mean the horse, not Tim Tetrick, because Tim's still young compared to you and I.
I was hoping you were talking about me.
Auspicious Hanover was second. He paid $81.20 to place, and then finishing third was Exodus Hanover.
$81.20 in the middle?
Yeah.
Woo, be still my heart. Okay. Next race was number 12, $260 on the line, as in $260,000, as in $10,000 more than $250,000, a.k.a. a lot of money, okay? All right, this is Colton Gelding Pacers. 3 scratches reduced the field to 7 starters. Number 4, Allstar Partner with Corey Callahan was the 1-2 chalk. Number 1, let's drink on it, was 5-2 with Tim Tetrick. Number 3, Limelight Beach with Dave Miller was 8-1, and with a call, our good buddy James Withright.
At All-Star Partner calls the shots now, having put a length and a half on McWicked. 2 back to Sometimes Said in third. 2 more to Let's Drink on it first quarter, 26 and 4/5 seconds. Passing us the first time, All-Star Partner 1-2 favorite. Leads McWicked by a length and a half. It's 2 back to Sometimes Said, who was just locked in. Let's Drink on it's out and moving from the 4th spot, now taking third and gaining to within 2.5 lengths of All-Star Partner. Limelight Beach is out to track, live cover to races midpoint, being towed up into 4th. The top 5 are covered by 3.5 lengths with a half mile to go, and it's 2 farther back. To Tell It Like It Is wide of King of the Jungle at the back of the pack. Only 5.5 would cover them all after a 55 and 3 half mile. They've got 3/8 to go, and All-Star Partners' lead is just a length. Let's Drink on it offers steady but mild first over pressure, and McWicked holds pocket position. Limelight Beach is second over 2.5 off the lead. Sometimes Said's looking for racing room, 3.5 from the front. 1.5 away out wide. Tell It Like It Is a joint last with King of the Jungle. They're 5 lengths off the lead. And All-Star Partner kicks clear right now. He's opened up by 3.5 lengths. Let's Drink on it could not wear him down. McWicked's back into second. Limelight Beach moved 3 wide to try to rally, and Sometimes Said's knifing through between rivals. Down to the final 16th. All-Star Partner driven out is 5 lengths clear. Now it's just a few taps of the whip to keep him to task. All-Star Partners scores by a geared down 2.
All-Star Partner aired for fun and won in 152 flat. Number 2, Sometimes Said off at 15-1 with John Campbell was second. Number 6, McWicked A 40-1 bomber with Andy Miller got third. Stick around with us when we come back. We're going to have Sharla. We'll conduct a special interview with driver Eric Carlson. I like him. He's a good driver.
Yeah. He's a good guy. Interesting story.
Yeah, and he's in the Midwest. Great story. You'll be here for that. And also, we'll have a look back at the Breeders' Crown and talk about what's happening in the future with Pocono Downs. That 12 races will be conducted at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. And I just thought it would be great to have a look as a blast from the past at one of the great races from 2010, the last time Pocono held the Breeders' Crown.
Oh, that would be so great.
Well, we're going to do that. Don't go away.
Rock and Roll Heaven also in the outer flow, fifth, followed by Rockin' Image.
When it's your time to shine, what will you do? At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hi there, you. Welcome back to the show. She's Heather. I'm Steve. And our lovely newlywed Sharla McBride caught up with driver Eric Carlson, who is making a mark here in this area, and he's doing it in a very tough, as you mentioned, Heather, driver colony.
For the majority of the sports drivers, racing is in their blood. Passed down from generation to generation, many drivers grew up knowing that one day they would take over the family business. But that was not the case for driver Eric Carlson. Growing up in Ann Arbor, Michigan, both of his parents were school teachers, and harness racing was a foreign subject in their curriculum. You went to college, you went to University of Michigan, so obviously looking to major in something other than harness racing, but why go this route?
I don't know, it's just like everybody, you catch the bug and you just can't get rid of it. And I graduated and I had some good jobs, and I just couldn't get away from the track, and I bought a couple of my own, and next thing I know I had 7 of my own, and next thing I know I signed my voluntary quit notice and I'm training, and next thing I know I'm here. So it's just kind of how it went.
What's your favorite thing about this sport?
I guess you just got to say that, you love the equine athlete. That's kind of what I fell in love with, is just when you see a horse that really tries hard and, they like their work, and, especially when you, trained it and you shot it and you did everything yourself, and then, the horse performs really well, you just kind of you just really appreciate it, and that's kind of how I fall in love with it,
Now, you're a well-traveled guy. You've raced at a lot of different tracks. Do you think that gives you a lot more opportunities as a driver?
I mean, of course, you get to drive for different people, you meet different people, you make, different connections, and you network a little bit, and just more exposure, I guess, is, it helps you rather than not, so, yeah, it's a good thing.
Finally, do you see yourself finishing your career back in Michigan where your family is?
I mean, ideally, I guess that would be great, but, the state of affairs in racing in Michigan just doesn't look very good, and so, I'll go as far as I can wherever it takes me, but, Michigan would be great, but probably not. I don't know.
All right. Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Sharla, and thank you, Eric. Continued success in your endeavors here on the toughest driver colony in the free world, okay? Now, the Breeders' Crown is coming up, as we mentioned, October the 19th. It's a Saturday, and if you go to one event in a year in harness racing, it's this one. It's got to be this one, right?
Oh, it's going to be so fabulous.
Is it going to be great?
Yeah.
Will you be there?
Every great horse on the planet, not only on this planet Earth, but
alien horses?
Yeah, alien horses. They're all coming in from Mars and Neptune, Jupiter, Saturn, you name it.
But not Pluto, because Pluto's no longer really a planet.
That is correct.
Okay, all right. Now, our Kelly Connor's caught up with Director of Marketing at Mohegan Sun Pocono Downs. Her name is Jenn Starr, and you're going to get all the 411, although it's not 411 anymore. That's sort of like dating myself.
No, it's okay. 411's information.
Does it work?
We can go. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, let's see what's going to happen at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs on Saturday night, October 19th. It is going to be epic.
Thanks, Heather and Steve.
Steve, we have marketing manager Jenn Starr from Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. Jenn, right around this time last year, the big announcement, Breeders' Crown coming back to Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs in 2013. What can fans expect this year?
Well, I just got tingles thinking about it. This is so exciting because not only is it the biggest night in harness racing, 12 championship races, over $6 million in purses. It's just going to be such a historic night. But we just look forward to track records, world records, the best of the best descending here at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs.
Some really big names that night, and the public can get involved. They can come out and talk to them about how tickets are available, where they could find them, and what the setup's going to be like.
Well, we have something a little bit different than 2010. In 2010, we had the bleachers. This time around, we're setting up tents out on the apron. So there will be 2 general admission tents, and they're really big. So anybody that wants to can just go under there, hang out. We have those tall tables to go that you could stand up against, and we also have small tables that you could sit there, and that's complimentary. Just go out there. The benches will be complimentary, the other tables on the apron, and on the patio, the bleachers will also be free. So you could just go out there and grab a seat while they last, and all that opens at 3 o'clock. So any fan that's coming just has to keep that in mind. Now, the tickets that are on sale at Ticketmaster, and they're going very fast, they went on sale on the 7th. We have a special VIP tent for $40, which includes a sumptuous buffet and your ticket inside the tent and tables of seating, which will be a great way to sit. And then the patio tables, which the way we look at it is the primo way to see the racing. Best view in the house, and those are tables of 4 for $50, tables of 2 for $25.
And this is all on Ticketmaster?
All on Ticketmaster, and let me just say that they are going so fast that we just can't even keep up with the ticket sales.
As a racing fan, how excited are you to have this caliber of racing here in northeastern Pennsylvania?
I can't wait. I can't wait to see the fans coming. I can't wait to see the horses, the trainers, the drivers. This is just probably the most exciting thing to come here at Mohegan Sun and Pocono Downs. And you know, the more fans I speak with, the more the excitement starts to generate through this entire building, which really gets everybody looking forward to it.
And I have to know from an insider, what are these next couple of weeks going to be like for you guys?
No sleep, a lot of running around and a lot of planning, but I mean, as of right around this moment, we're in really good shape, and we're really looking forward to a spectacular night. Now, if you have any good input with the weather gods, could you put in a good word for us?
That I'm going to check with Heather and Steve. Maybe they could work something out, a magical night. Jenn Starr, thank you so much. We'll send it back to you guys.
Let's go back now to the last time the Breeders' Crown was contested at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. It was in October. It was 2010. And I would say probably the most memorable race of the night was the last one. It was for 3-year-old colts and geldings. And what made this such a particularly great call by Jim Baviglia, their track announcer, was he was shocked at the teletimer. And pay particular attention when you're watching this race. And when he hits the 3/4 in 1:19.4, his brain can't handle that, and he comes up with an incredibly spontaneous reaction, which made this one of the great race calls of all time.
53-2, 27-1, second panel, impossible fractions up here. Rock and Roll Heaven is the new leader. On the outside, pressuring Rock and Image. Gonna slide into the pocket in front of One More Laugh. Nice job there. And One More Laugh goes off stride. That scatters the back of the pack. Third there, distant from the leaders, is Fred and Ginger. Rock and Roll Heaven clear by 2. 3/4, 1:19.4. 26-2. Are you kidding me here? Rock and Roll Heaven is out here by 4 full lengths, trying to stay close. Rock and Image, Fred and Ginger is third. At the top of the stretch, Rock and Roll Heaven is extending his lead. He's unstoppable. He's untouchable. He's unbeatable tonight. Rock and Roll Heaven, a coronation of the Breeders' Crown final. Wins it going away.
Wow, was that something? And what happened, that call was so great and spontaneous. 3/4, 1:19.4. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, he said what everybody was thinking in the crowd.
Exactly right.
I just want to say, trainer Bruce Saunders, one of my favorite interviews. I love him, and he appreciated this horse so much. And I heard an interview with him recently, and he talked about how he, every once in a while, puts a tape in of rock and roll heaven and kind of relives those great moments. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't even train the horse, and I do that too.
And if you want to see that kind of action again, it's going to happen October 19th at Mohegan Sun at Pocono Downs. All 12 Breeders' Crown races will be there for your eyes to feast upon.
Yes.
It's going to be great. Stay with us when we come back. We're going north to Mohawk Raceway, and we're going to check out the Canadian Trotting Classic. Don't go away.
Royalty for Life opening up 3 lengths.
Tonight, it's ladies' night. The lights are low, and the stakes are high. Sometimes ladies' night is just a date night in disguise. At Mohegan Sun, wherever tonight takes you, it's your time to shine.
Hello there, and welcome back to PA Harness Week. She's Heather Vitale, I'm Steve Ross, and as promised, it is time to go in the bike! Alrighty, folks, we promised you races from Mohawk, and we always deliver, except when we don't.
But we're going to deliver this time.
We are.
Yes.
The $686,000 Canadian Trotting Classic with the best trotting talent around, and the lovely Heather's got that for you.
Thank you very much. Specifically, this is 3-year-old trotters, just to put it out there. And I just want to mention that because, you know, it's a who's who that have won this race. Donato Hanover, Dewey Cheatham and Howe, Muscle Hill, Market Chair. So who will be next? Okay, let me tell you about the field. Number 6 is Royalty for Life, the favorite in here. Hamiltonian champ, Zweg champ, the Dancer champ. Okay, so he raced super last time out, but he did not win his elimination. So who won that elimination where he finished second? It was number 4 in here. It's You're So Vain. He's second choice. He has Randy Wabels in the bike. And then there's number 3, Master of Law. He also won his classic elim with a huge come-from-behind effort.
Royalty for Life avoided that commotion and brushed to the front. Back into second now at the inside. Corky sitting third is Wheeling and Dale and Punxsutawney's right there from in fourth. Tetrick left hard and dropped in with Smilin' Eli as he races up with them there from in fifth. 6 tip to the outside comes Master of Law. On his back is You're So Vain. Then it's back to Pine Credit and all laid out. Field is approaching the midway point. Royalty for Life has got the racetrack here as he's on top by a length and a half. Pocket sitting from in second there, rides along Corky. Popped out first over and driving quickly to the outside there from in third now. Punxsutawney gets underway. Half and 56 and 1. Crawling speed for these boys. Royalty for Life into the far turn as Sears stole a second quarter in 29 seconds flat. Royalty for Life opening up 3 lengths. Back in second at the inside, Corky. Punxsutawney third. Wheeling and Dealing is fourth on the inside, and on cover, Smilin' Eli from in fifth. Way back there, Master of Law is sixth on the outside, mired in horrible traffic troubles tonight. 3 quarters in 1:23 and 4, and Sears won't let them get involved tonight as Royalty for Life is opened up by 5. Back into second at the inside is Corky. Punxsutawney, Smiling Eli trying to come through between horses in deep stretch. That's Master of Law, but it's a deep stretch lead for Royalty for Life.
Corky leaves out of post 8, but so does Royalty for Life. He busts out of there, and he ends up taking the front, leading the group around the half in 56 and 1, which, like that second quarter, is 29 seconds. Royalty for Life can do that asleep. Punxsutawney, he made a first up bid. He never really even got up to Royalty for Life, so pretty much Royalty for Life just took advantage of the field, had everything his way, ends up being the Canadian Trotting Classic winner. In fact, coming down the stretch, you could just see like he was sitting there thinking, I'm going to have that soapy bath, a bunch of carrots. He's not even worried about the field behind him. He knows he's got it in the bag.
I want to say happy birthday to my mom.
Aw, happy birthday, Mommy.
My dear, sweet mom, Miss Mildred, who's also on my radio show every week telling a funny joke. Happy birthday, Mom, and may you have many, many, many more. Love you with all my heart. And for all of us here at PA Harness Week, Bruce Casella, Kelly Connors, Sharla McBride, and the lovely, talented, and vivacious Heather Vitale, I'm the perpetually silly Steve Ross, reminding you to pick up the pace, just a little taste, and get high on harness.
It's only natural.
There they go. Explosive Matter wins the Colonial easily. Underway. Starting fast outside Eric Messenger to the